everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm doing the top books that I want to read in 2022. These are all physical books that I have on my TBR that I want to read this year because I want to reduce my physical TBR, and also I've heard great things about these books. So these are also like 5 stars prediction that I have for this year. I'm talking about 9 books today, basically because 9 is what I could fit in my bullet journals. That's really the only reason I have 9 to talk about today. And without further ado, let's get started. The first one that I want to talk about is the one that I've talked about in so many videos now, and I just really need to sit down and read this book. Seriously, I just need to do it. And it's going to be from Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I got this book last year, not even like 2 years ago now, because this blew up on BookTube, and I love this author. I've read a few of her other series and I really enjoyed them. It's been a while though, like a few years now, but when this book blew up I got so excited because, like I said, I've loved this author in the past, so I really wanted to read this book and I still haven't read it. Why? I don't know why. I think I'm just nervous that I'm not gonna like this book. I mean, I even have the like pretty Fairloot edition right there, so I just really need to read this book one day. What is this book about? It's about this girl named Poppy who is this maiden, and she's waiting for her ascension, and then she falls in love with this guy named something. I don't know what his name is, but it's a fantasy romance book basically. It's a really big book. There's 3 books out there. I think it's gonna be a 6-book series. I'm really excited about this book. I'm nervous, but I really want to read it. I just need to sit down one day and read this book. But yeah, this is the first book that I had to put on there because, like I said, I've been wanting to read this book for 2 years now. The next book that I have on here is another book that I'm rolling over from my 2021 TBR, and it's going to be Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. I have to say that this year I am even more excited to pick this book up because I did read The Empire Vampire last year and I loved that book, and so I am even more excited to pick this book up now. This is a trilogy about this girl named Mia who I think all of her family got killed, and so she is training to become an assassin or something. I know she has a cat. This book is well loved and hated as well on BookTube, but a lot of people know about, like most of you guys will know about this book. And so I had this book on my TBR for years now as well, and I really want to pick it up. This book is completed. All 3 books are out now, so I mean I can just binge this series, and I'm excited. The next book that I have is going to be The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang, another series that has been out for a little while now. I mean, the first book came out a few years ago now, pretty sure. 2018. So yeah, this book has been out for a while. I've heard so many great things about this book. I've already started it yet, so yay me. Look at me, like already reading some books that I have on my TBR, and I'm loving it so far. I know this is an Asian inspired fantasy. It's very war inspired as well. It's very brutal, very graphic. I think people say this is very dark as well. So I'm excited. The 3 books are out now, so I can binge this series as well. I love the cover. That's another plus. I had this book on my TBR for so long now. I know the author said that this is kind of a really darker version of Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is why I originally wanted to pick this book up. A few people have told me since to like lower my expectation with the Avatar comparison. And so there's that, but originally that's kind of why I wanted to pick this series up. We'll see. I kind of see a little bit of things that are inspired by Avatar, but at the same time not at all, so who knows. But yeah, I'm really excited to finish this book up and also continue on with this series. Another book that I had for a while on my TBR now, and it is going to be Bones, Crying Moons by Kathryn Purdy. I watched my first haul on this channel, which don't go watch it. Once again, it's like a horrible video. But I was looking at the haul and I am pretty happy because I've read most of the book on that haul except this one. So I decided to put this book on my 2022 TBR because I haven't read it yet and I hauled this book a year now. So I need to pick it up. I'm going to be completely honest with you here. But I bought this book because of the cover. I loved the cover. I thought it was gorgeous. I thought it was so pretty, and so that's why I picked it up originally. I have not heard a ton about this book ever since. I know this was in the like Fairy Loot or Owl Crate box, I think, so everyone was hauling this book, but I haven't seen a lot of people read this book. So I'm excited to pick it up. I think this is vampires, or am I completely off? Let me know in the comments down below. I know there's 2 books out, I'm pretty sure, maybe a 3rd one too. Like I said, I've heard a ton about this book when it first came out, but ever since, it's kind of radio silence. So I'm excited to pick it up and see what this book is all about. It was an employee recommendation too at Indigo, so that's always nice too. Kind of a cover by here, so let me know if you read this book and if you liked it or not. Another book that is being rolled over from my last year's TBR, and it is Legendborn by Tracy Dion. Okay guys, this, once again, I had heard so many good things about this book. It's a Arthur retelling, I'm pretty sure. It's a YA fantasy book. Everyone is raving about this book, but I never picked it up. So I'm rolling this book on this year's TBR. And also the 2nd book is coming out pretty soon, so that's actually a pretty good thing that I haven't read it like 2 years ago now, because the 2nd book is only coming out this year, I'm pretty sure. Like I said, this is an Arthur retelling, I'm pretty sure, but that's pretty much all I know. It also gave me like Shadowhunter vibe, I'm pretty sure, when I read the synopsis the first time. I'm excited to read it. The cover is gorgeous. I have the Owl Crate edition, I'm pretty sure, and I really like it. Okay, so next book that I want to talk about is going to be Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I have here on this book, I don't know where that came from. Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I've put this book off for so many years now because who knows when the 3rd and last book is going to come out. But I saw that he, I think, came out with the 1st chapter of his 3rd book. So maybe we're going to get a 3rd book soon-ish. I just put this on my TBR because I need to, because I really want to read it finally and see what the hype is all about. I've heard some mixed things about this book as well, I will say. But it's a pretty big book, and you guys know I don't like big books. I've heard it has a magical school setting, which I love. So I'm excited to read it. I am excited to see what all the hype is all about. And so this is the year when I'm gonna read this book, hopefully. Next book is going to be Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. Okay, so this is the very first Fairy Loot books that I got in their subscription box. So I had this book for over a year now, and I never picked it up. I don't know why, because when this first came out, everyone was raving about this book. Everyone was loving it. Everyone was giving really good ratings. Ever since, I think more and more people have picked it up. And so since it kind of got mixed reviews, which is kind of why I think I put this book off for so long. But when it first came out, everyone was loving it. And so I'm excited to pick it up. The 2nd book came out last year, I think. So I don't know if it's a trilogy, I don't know. From what I remember, this is about a girl who loses her twin sister, and so she makes a deal with like a demon or the devil to find her sister. I think she is a witch or something. I'm excited to finally read this book. This is a gorgeous copy. I have kind of an unofficial challenge in my bullet journal to also read more Fairy Loot books, because I get their books every month but I never read them, or I read very few of them. So this is also why I put this book on this list, but I'm excited. Another Fairy Loot book that I have on my list is The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. This, once again, when this book came out, everyone was raving about this book. Everyone was giving this book 5 stars, and so I got super excited to read it, and I never picked it up. Can you guys see a trend here? From what I remember, it's about this girl who is a healer, she works at this prison, and then this queen comes in and she gets a note that says that she has to save the queen or something. I'm not really sure, but I'm really excited. It says, "Don't let her die, we are coming." So yeah, I think it's something like that. I'm excited to read this one. That's all I have to say about this one. And then the last book that I have on my list, and my only non-fantasy book, and it is Razorblade Tear by S.A. Cosby. This is a thriller book. This is a book that came out later in the year, I'm pretty sure, but everyone that I saw read this book was raving about it. And so I got super excited to read it. I've heard it is like very emotional, and heartfelt. I think it's about these it's about this gay couple who goes missing, and then their dad is kind of looking for them. It's a revenge story almost, but their dad were not accepting of them being gay. They are ex-con as well. I've heard really good things about this book. Everyone is raving about it. I cannot wait to read it, but I do feel like I have to be in the right mindset because of the topic this book touches on and how this book is being like told, I think. So that's why I think I put this book off. Oh, it came out in July, so it did came out a while ago. So yeah, I cannot wait to read it and cannot wait to see what I think about this book. Yeah, that's it. Those are all of the books that I have on my list. Those are all of the books that I really want to read in 2022. Have you read any of them? I would love to know your thoughts on them in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night depending on when you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
I can't believe that you came into my life. You made me feel